Well, guys, what's up? What's going on out there today? Yeah, it is Brent Abel back here with you. Another episode of What's the Right Shot? Look, yours truly with a return to serve, just trying to nudge this thing back cross court to Paul, the server. And in this point, I'm partnered up with Keith, who has won the World Doubles title in his age group a couple times, 2 different times. And so what we're going to talk about today is his sense of when to poach. All right. Now, look. The video, what I'm going to show you here it's not clear enough because we're not looking at Paul. We can't see Paul closely enough, but Keith's timing on this is pretty much waiting for Paul to start looking down at the ball. There's a moment here as Paul's coming in, he's looking out at his peripheral vision, he's looking at the landscape, trying to sense, hey, is there possibly a poach going to happen here from Keith? And Keith waits long enough for Paul to eventually have to look down away from the landscape, look at the ball, right? What a concept. Look at the ball. And now Keith makes his move. Now, look, how do you know this, right? How do you know that this is the right time to go? And I get asked a lot, over the years I've developed in singles a really good drop shot. And players are asking me, God, how, what's the formula? What's the key on this really good drop shot? And I say there's 2 things. Number 1 is disguise. And then number 2, it's I've hit a gazillion of them. I've probably hit 10,000 more than you have. And in this case, the advice I'm going to give you today, the key to poaching is you got to try this a lot. You got to get out there and you got to get burned a lot to start figuring out when's going to be the right time. And the only way you're going to figure that out is by doing what Keith does here, which is, like I said before, 2-time World Doubles title champ. He's done this so much that he's really developed a sense for when to go. And yeah, has he gotten burned before? Of course. But I'd rather have this guy who gets burned once in a while. I'd rather have him going and getting burned occasionally and yet sorry about that. And then occasionally, like I said, getting burned, but just starting to know when to go. So look, if you've got a doubles partner that if you go and you go too early and the guy sees it and goes up your line and says, hey man, just stay home, go find a different partner. That's not who you want to be playing with. So look, get out there, pay your dues on this thing, get a ton of reps, and you're going to start to develop a sense of when is the right time to go. And there you have it. All right, guys. Hope this has been helpful today. If so, click that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hitting that notification bell so you're always alerted every time I go live and or upload a new episode of What's the Right Shot. And look, I've got a very important message for you coming up right after we see Keith one more time. There you go. All right, guys, here comes that message. Guys, here's the reality. 80% of the time when we're on the court, singles and or doubles, we're not playing points. Only 20% of the time on average are we actually playing the points. So if you want to play at the very top of your skill level, point after point, game after game, set after set, match after match, you've got to be able to manage that 80% of the time of the match when you're not playing points, right? That time is spent between points and on side changes. And that's when shot choice clarity, that's when you get to go to school on these guys or in singles on your opponent and really come up with shot choice tactical strategies that work. The way to do that is how you handle your between points time. I've got a 4 parts systematic. It's a between points routine that if you've not yet picked up my free 9-minute explainer video, there's a link right down below. Want you to get signed up for it. Again, 9 minutes. It is free. It's on me, but it is a game changing video, a part of your game that you got to be able to manage really, really well. Right down below, click that link, drop in a first name and email address, and you will be all set to go.